Just your reaction to when a star goes back for the first time. Just what the emotions and what you have to do to manage them all.
Well, there's just mixed feelings. I had those feelings when I went back to Chicago.
Sure.
So you don't know if you're going to be emotional. You don't know if you're going to get booed. So you just don't know. And up until that moment, you just allow whatever's going to happen. And, a lot of times, for me, when I went back to Chicago, I got a warm embrace from the fans.
Well, you had quite a history. You earned the love. I mean, it's a little different here, although I don't know what Indiana could have asked for George, what more during the time he was there, although I understand no one likes it when you choose to go, right?
Yeah, and that's something that, the fans are always going to be rebellious about players leaving. And that's something that's never going to change.
Sure.
But in this situation, Paul, as he said, he put it all out on the line for that team, for that organization. So I think there should have been a little bit of more respect for a player like that. But I do understand Paul's situation that as a player, you want to win in this league. And
Sure.
You want to compete and you want to play in the postseason. And when you're not getting those things and your career is starting to dwindle down, you have to find a better home.
Well, look, you go to OKC and you team up with Westbrook and with Melo, and the presumption is you're going to win. And they did tonight, but they haven't gotten off to a great start. And you and I were talking off air about putting stars together and just assuming it adds up. And you said it doesn't work that way. What's a reasonable amount of time to wait to figure out who the Thunder are going to be?
Well, I think it has a lot to do with the personnel.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at three players who are all-stars. That's a tough fit.
Mm-hmm.
Three players that come from three different teams who were the man on those teams. They demanded the ball 90% of the time.
Like the ball.
And they love the ball.
Yeah.
So now this is a situation where Russ is asked to change how he's played for this franchise his whole career.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be a willing passer. You have to be willing to give the ball up on the post. You have to be willing to make cuts. And you have to take on a different role now as a leader. And they're all adjusting to that. And I think Russ is the one that is adjusting and is probably hurting the most. But the effect is hurting them all.
Right.
Carmelo is not getting the shots that he would love to have.
Mm-hmm.
He's not getting the amount of shots that he's accustomed to getting,
Right.
as well as Paul George. So I think time will help this team.